Hello everybody, it's your old pal Joker here with more Sports with Joker. And today, since it's NBA All-Star Weekend, I will be opening up this 1990-1991 Skybox inaugural edition of NBA cards. Now what's great about this box, I got this on David Adams. It's a website that sells sports cards for about like $70. Pretty good price. This was printed back in the 1990, so there's a lot of valuable cards here. You have Patrick Ewing, Hall of Famer, Charles Barkley, Hall of Famer, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Dennis Rodman, and of course the great, his airness, the GOAT, Michael Jordan. His card is the most valuable here from this pack, and this is the year where he won his first title in 1991 when they defeated the Showtime Los Angeles Lakers. And I also found this collector's album right here from 1991. I found this in a box that I had since I was little, and I thought, hey, why not get this box so I can finish this set, the binder, and have the complete collection. Now, I have NBA Series 1 and 2, but this video will have only one, and the next video will be done probably by the end of this weekend. We'll have Series 2 on this one. And hopefully we'll have supposedly the prototype that was used, that was trying to catch the attention of the people. I guess they wanted to see which one was better for the best cards, which is the prototype for Michael Jordan and the one they chose for the Michael Jordan card. And then the other Hall of Famer as well. There's prototype David Robinson, prototype Magic Johnson, I think prototype Dennis Rodman. Those cards are probably the most valuable because they're really, really rare in this set. So you won't find those. I'm guessing people who found those back in the day would, I didn't want this, a prototype, and they ended up throwing it away, not knowing what they had. And these packs were really cheap back in the day. They were about like 25 cents back in the day. And that just shows you, investment of these cards. So without further ado, let's continue with opening the NBA Skybox for NBA All-Star Weekend. Are you guys ready? And here we go. So opening up this pack right here and continue to see what we have right here. And I will be opening up a whole bunch of other ones instead of going one by one, because it'll take a little bit too much time. And I really enjoy making these videos, so if you guys enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for all the views that y'all gave me so far. All the wonderful love. I can't wait to see the NBA All-Star Slam Dunk Contest and the three-point shootout, which is one of my favorite things of this NBA All-Star Weekend. I would say who was going to win between the East and the West. Well, with all the great talent that we have in the West, I would probably choose the West. You have Luka Doncic, you have the Warriors, you have the Phoenix Suns, and now Kevin Durant with the Phoenix Suns. You can only imagine all the talent they have on that western side of the team. So I'm definitely going with the West. And let's see what we have right here. Sonny Lowe, Dale Ellis, I don't want to get the glare on, Eddie Lee Wilkins, Rod Higgins, Robert Reed, Bill Hadjic, Karl Malone, Hall of Famer, the Mailman. It's a nice one. Put that over here. Jim Paxson, John Paxson's brother. John Battle, Winston Garland, Mark West, Michael Thompson, Klay Thompson's dad, Kenny Walker, Hakeem Olajuwon, Hall of Famer. I like how his name says Akeem instead of Hakeem Olajuwon. The Dream, Hall of Famer, great center, moved like a guard, Anton Carr, upside down. Scott Hastings, Dark Griff, Vernon Maxwell, teammate with Hakeem Olajuwon, Dan Shays, Luke Tias, Jay Humphries, Purvis Ellison, Fred Roberts, Daniel Barrios, that's a nice nickname. Billy Emerson, Rick Schmitz, Winston Bennett, Coach Steve Kerr, future Hall of Famer right there as a coach. Irvin Magic Johnson. There you go. Look at that card. I like the way they have the ball right there. Isn't that nice? I wish they would have continued to make this. I think they stopped making them after 1995. I have to look it up, but these were nice cards. And the previous year, he won the MVP for that season. He ended up losing to Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. Another Steve Kerr over here. Another Magic Johnson. Nice. Hall of Famer. I'm going to put that in some sleeves later. Brad Swanson. Kenny the Jet Smith. NBA TNT. He's pretty funny. I like how they make fun of Charles Barkley. Mike Sanders. Mike McGee. Larry Drew. Joe Newman. Bernard King. Danny Young. Mark Allaire. Les Connor. Sidney Green. Former Spur. Mike Jiminski. Walt Tisdale. Steve Alford. Jeff Malone. Rodney Brewer. Quentin Daly. Craig Hodges, teammate with Michael Jordan. Ed Buckney. Kevin Edwards. Wade Rollins. Ricky Pierce. John Williams. Kevin Campbell. Bennett Benjamin. Kurt Rambis, 5-time NBA champion with the Lakers and a coach as well. Trent Tucker. Reggie Miller, Hall of Famer. Nice one. Oh, that's a nice card. Randy Allen. So, say for this first couple of cards, I would definitely say we got some good ones, great role players, and some Hall of Famers as well. Reggie Miller was the all-time leader three-point shooter. Record was broken by Ray Allen. Then record was broken by, of course, Stephen Curry, who holds that record to this day still. And I don't think anyone's going to break it. He was probably the best shooter ever. Irvin Magic Johnson. Another Irvin Magic Johnson. 5-time NBA champion. 3-time NBA MVP. You can't go wrong. Hit this one. Coach Steve Kerr. All the champions he has with the Bulls. I saw that Last Dance documentary. He was in it. Champion with the Spurs, and now as a coach. You cannot get a better career than that. Akeem Olajuwon, 2-time NBA champion, 1994 NBA MVP. And Karl the Mailman Malone. I think he's number 3 on the NBA scoring list, which the number 1 was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but now the one who broke the NBA all-time scoring list was LeBron James. I was about to say the GOAT, but no, he is not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Speaking of Michael Jordan, now let's continue to look for his card, and hopefully he's in here. Got Amy in. So continue to open up these packs one by one. And I really believe now that trade with Kevin Durant is now with the Phoenix Suns, I believe that now they will have the chance to win the NBA title. I'm picking the Phoenix Suns to come out of the West. And for the East, I would pick the Boston Celtics. I think they're on a mission as well because they had it in that season, last season, but they lost to Stephen Curry. And I honestly think I'm on a mission. I want to see who's going to be the contestants for the slam dunk contest. I think that's the most fire of that entire event for the All-Star. And let's see who it's going to win. The three-point shootout. I would imagine Steph Curry is going to be in it. Or I think he's in it. And I probably wouldn't go against the GOAT when it comes to shooting. Look at these packs. I like the way these packs were back in the day. Man, kind of feel bad opening, but I want to make good contact for you guys for opening up history right here. 1990. Okay. Packs. Continue with this. Spurs, Zarko Pawlowski, Herb Williams, Chris Mullin, Hall of Famer, Bill Cartwright, teammate with the Bulls, Mike Smirk, Eric Johnson, Ricky Green, Tim Hardaway rookie card. It's nice. Look at that card. Anything with for the rookie cards with Gary Payton, Tim Hardaway, or Sean Kemp are really valuable cards. The Human Highlight Reel, Dominique Wilkins, former Slam Dunk champion, Hall of Famer, finally made it to the top NBA 75 players of all time. Brad Lewis, Ronnie McRae, sign down here. Paul Presley, former Spur, Ron Strickland, Lafayette Lever, also known as Fat Lever, Hall of Famer, Otis Thorpe, Sir Charles, Hall of Famer, Rick Chapman, John Long, Jerome Lane, Nate McMullen, Derek Teagle, Sam Longhorn Perkins, Charles Oakley, Hafner, Drazen Petrovic. Anything with Drazen Petrovic is valuable because he was only in the NBA for a couple of years until he had an accident in Europe and he tragically passed away. So there's not very much cards of Drazen Petrovic out there. Ian McKee, Frank Kornet, Moses Malone, one of the great players of all time, Hall of Famer, Grant Long, David Greenwin, Larry Nance, big time slam dunker, Ron Snigley, Stacey Keene, John Bagley, Dylan Shrimp, Tim Perry, AC Green, McQuitnut, Danny Manning, Danny Age, Steve Cutler, Derek Gervin, Jerry Reynolds, John Hawkins, Willie Anderson, no Spur, Larry Krasnowski, Greg Kite, Tony Campbell, David Wingate, Tom Lady, Mitchell Wiggins, Ken Norman, Kevin, Dennis Rodman, The Worm, Hall of Famer, 5-time NBA champion, 2 with the Bad Boy Pistons, and 3 with the Chicago Bulls, part of the 1996 team who won the 72 wins and 10 losses. Tyrone Boggs, also known as Muggsy Bogues, Doc Rivers, down here, Daryl Mix, Dan Mandarin, Vlade Divac, another valuable card. He's best friends with Drazen Petrovic, but they had a fallout in Europe. I'm not going to get into it. It was a political reason, but I'm not going to get into why on this video. Stuart Gray. Look it up if you guys want to find out. Walter Davis. The Admiral David Robinson. Look at that card. Nice. My uncle gave me this card when I was little, but I don't know what he thought it was a good idea to. He ended up cutting the corners right here, and I guess he just wanted to make it look cool, but if you look it up on PSA 10, that card is worth at least maybe $120, but yeah, it was not a good idea. I'm still wondering why he did that, but former Spur, top 75 players of all time, 2-time NBA champion, 10-time All-Star, 1995 NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Rookie of the Year as well. Which I had that Rookie of the Year card from him and from the previous video with the 1990 hoop season. And Glam, Alexei Volkov, Don Garrick, Wade Cooper, Orlando Woodridge, Gerald Wiggins, Terry Porter. He's played with the Spurs. I didn't like him when he was with the Spurs, though. Vinny Del Negro, former Spur. Back when David Robinson was in his younger heyday. Dennis Hobson. Horace Grant. He's a big-time role player for the Bulls when they ended up winning the NBA championships in that first three-peat. Jeff Turner, Lloyd DeMoca, Kevin Willis, former Spur, 2003 NBA champion, and he was probably one of the oldest players in the NBA when he was still playing. The oldest player to play in the NBA was the Chief Robert Parrish. He was with the 3 championships with the Boston Celtics and then an NBA championship with the Michael Jordan. That's got to be amazing to play with Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. Here, Gary Grant, Kevin Duckworth, Terry Davis, Mark Akers, Buck Williams, Perry Ellison, Darrell Walker, Chris Morris, Sam Vincent. On his card for the 1990 hoop season, it was valuable not because of the player, but because the pitcher that was in it was Michael Jordan, and he was the game where he had to wear the number 12 jersey, and that's the reason why that card was really valuable, because Michael Jordan was wearing number 12, because somebody had stolen his jersey that night. Greg Grant, Glad Caldwell Jones, and Xavier McDaniel. So, got some really good cards right here. Hall of Famers, good role players. I'm going to put that David Robinson in the sleeve right now because I'm scared that something's going to happen to it. So, let's see. Now it's in the sleeve, protected. I'll put the other ones in the sleeve later. So, these packs, they're next. So far, I'm loving this series, man. It's bringing back memories. This set, I enjoy it. Anytime with the 90s, I enjoy opening because it reminds me back of my childhood and back when I was growing up. And, I was during a time when, the Batman movies are coming out with Val Kilmer, Michael Keaton, George Clooney. Space Jam, 1996. I remember watching that movie. Other movies like The Little Giants, The Big Green. If you guys don't remember what those movies were about, look them up. I think it's on Disney app. So, take you back memory lane. And these packs are really nice. Oh, wow. Someone told me that the Michael Jordan card for this set is worth at least like $130, PSA 10, which I will hope I would get that one. And hopefully also I would get that prototype as well, because that's probably the most valuable card of this entire set. I saw on the website where the prototype Michael Jordan card for PSA 10 is worth $5,000, so that would be really crazy if I ended up finding that card. So here we go. J.R. Reed, Billy Thompson, Danny Ainge. It's upside down. Todd Murphy, Steve Johnson, Kevin Vanderwish, Vern Fleming, Charles Jones, Walter Davis. Another David Robinson card. I'm going to put that in the sleeve. I know someone who would like this card. Two of them now. Alexander Volkov, Tim Carrick, Wade Cooper, Orlando Woodridge, Gerald Wickens. It's a checklist. Bill Cartwright, Mike Schmidt, Eric Johnson, Ricky Green, another Tim Hardaway card. This one I don't think we'll get a 10. There's a little bit much to the right here, left. A little later. Dominique Wilkins in the highlight reel. Paul Pressey, former Spur. Ron Strickland, Spur. Lafayette Lever. Otis Thorpe. Dale Curry, Steph Curry's dad. He will probably be at the All-Star game rooting his son. And Chucky Brown. And what do you know right here? Michael Jordan, 1991 Skybox Michael Jordan card. Look at this. One of the most valuable cards of this set. Look at him. He's right there playing golf. It says Michael right there. Wow. 41. See if I would get this in the 10. I don't know. It's a little bit more to the right here. It's a little bit off center. No, I don't think we would get a 10 on this one. Probably get a 9. It's still pretty good then. If it's a 9, it's still worth something. Let me put that in the sleeve. You know, Michael Jordan, probably greatest player of all time, 6-time NBA champion, 3-peated twice. And that alone should give the reason why he's the GOAT. Former Spurs, UA Balab, James Donaldson, Mark Eaton, Rick Mahorn, former Bad Boy Piston, B.J. Armstrong, teammates with Michael Jordan. He was a good shooter with the Bulls. Mike Brown, Adrian Caldwell, Mark Jackson. His card for the 1990 hoop season was really valuable, not because of the player, he was an average player, but because of the infamous Menendez brothers that were in the background in Madison Square Garden. They were in the picture, front row seats, and they had just committed a murder, and they were out there watching a basketball game. So that's why that card in that set was valuable, not because of the Mark Johnson. Scottie Pippen. All right, look at that. Teammates with Michael Jordan, 6-time NBA championship. It's a little bit more to the right, but still a pretty good card. I don't have a Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen card for Skybox, so this would be the first one, but I don't think I would probably send it to PSA. I want just like my personal collection. Greg Anderson, I was about to say Ray Allen, Randy Allen, Sidney Lowe, Dale Ellis, look, there's Larry Bird right there. Eddie Logans, and Robert Parrish, the Chief, 4-time NBA champion, All-Star, how many times, top 75 players of all time, played with Larry Bird and Michael Jordan, Hall of Famers. It's going to be an amazing career to play with Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Kevin McHale, wow, Cliff Robertson, Sam Mitchell, Danny Ferry, rookie card for a draft pick. He was a former Spur. He was a good-time shooter. Roy Sparrow. I was about to say Jack Sparrow. Duke Farrell. John the Spider Smith Sally. Greg Henderson. Kevin Johnson. Brad Daugherty, big-time dunker. The late, great Dennis Johnson. I'll put this over here. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Ron Harper, Brian Irvin, and Sherman Douglas. Really good Hall of Famers on this set, and good role players over here. Hall of Famers, this one. Role players on my left. Continue opening these packs right here. I enjoy making these videos. I love sports. I'm so glad I got back into this hobby. I wish I could have done it back when I was younger, but I guess better late than never. Something that I enjoyed when I was younger. Obviously, I didn't do this when this box came out. I was just a little baby and stuff like that. But you know, back in the 2000s, I was collecting Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon cards, and some sports cards as well. And I guess I grew out of the hobby because, like, oh, you know, you're getting older, you shouldn't be doing this. But yeah, I see a lot of people doing it online, so join the crowd. Trying to make this video quicker. These packs. What? I think I'll do that next time. And look at the box oxidation. So this box has definitely not been opened since 1990. So these cards, when they went packaged in, they stay there until 2023. So you know this box has not been tampered with. So here we go. Kevin McHale, Hall of Famer, played 3-time NBA champion. I think he's a 12-time All-Star, 75 all-time players. John Paxton. Shojunas Mociones, the guy who invented the Eurostep. Bobby Henson, Larry Smith, Bill Laimbeer, Bad Boy Piston, real player. Isaiah Zeke Thomas. That card. It's a little bit too much to the right. Wouldn't be a PSA 10. Put a Hall of Famers that way over here. Larry Gussie, Greg Kettle, Tony Campbell, Danny Wingate, Lon Todd Light, Mitchell Wiggins, Ken Norman, Tim Kimpton, Vino Del Negro, Charles Smith, Michael Cage, John Connick, John Clean, Byron Scott. He was a coach, obviously a 5-time NBA champion as well with the Lakers. Back when Magic Johnson was playing. Larry Nance, Ronnie Slickley, Stacey King, John Beagley, Nick Shrimp, Tim Perry, AC Green, Brian Quidnett, Danny Manning, Danny H, a lot of Danny H cards, Gary Grant, Kevin Duckworth, Terry Davis, Mark Arias, Buck Williams, Perry Ellison, Darrell Walker, Chris Morris, another Sam Vincent card, rookie card. No, it's not a rookie card. I'm sorry, he wasn't a rookie in that time. Greg Knight, Colin Jones, Bill Winnington, Xavier McDaniel, another checklist. Whoops, who was that? Oh, Dave Hopen. Bob Thornton, Frank Burkowski, Anthony Jones, Terry Cummins, another checklist. Anthony Webb, oh, Spud Webb, yeah. He was a slam dunk champion. He could dunk for a 5'6". The guy was a good player, role player. Oh, he's gonna be in Dallas in March. I have to look up the date, but he's gonna be in the event. So any guys who watch this video, he's gonna be there in Dallas. So if you got any memorabilia that you want him to sign, he will be there. William Bedford, Michael Adams, Eric Floyd. And if you hear my dog barking, I'm sorry. She wants to be nosy. She wants to be here with us. The dog who picked the Eagles to win. And they ended up losing. Well, it's not her fault. No. All right, and Quint Daly. Almost finished with the pack. I'm going to open these right here first. And then last, I'll open up these. Hopefully we'll find that Michael Jordan prototype card or any other prototype cards. I will be completely satisfied with either one. I already found one Michael Jordan card, but I think that one's going to be for my personal collection. And the other one I find, I would probably go send it to get a bit graded. I think I'd really go with Beckett, though, because I've had some issues with PSA, which I won't get into in this video, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go with Beckett. Plus, it's here in Texas, too, versus if you sending it out to California, it would take some time to come back. And I think the prices that Beckett offers is a little bit better. Let me move these out. Let me move the box out of the way. That'll be better. Yeah. Definitely keeping the box. So, put these cards right here. Open up these packs. That'll be the last ones I'll open. Yeah, I saw that celebration for the Super Bowl champions when they were in Kansas City, so congratulations to those guys who finally won it. Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, first brothers to ever play against each other in the Super Bowl. So that's also pretty cool. I like how the mother hugged both of their sons after the Super Bowl. And shows that she loved both her sons. There was no one who was better than the other for her. I think just them both being there at the Super Bowl made her really proud. Despite that one had to beat the other, so that's a good one. I like opening these cards. I'm going to put these, after this video's done, I'm going to put them in my collector's album right there. So I probably won't need the box after one. Unless you just want it for nostalgic reasons. Which, I don't be no point in that because that's why the binder and the cards are there for anyway. Whoops, I almost dropped down the cards on that one. Whoa, we're open fast now. There you go. Alright, here we go. Opening up this last ones. Not last ones, but it's a little bit too big. I'll go like this. Kenny Jet Smith, Mike Sanders, Mike McGee, Larry Drew, John Newman, Bernard King, Danny Young, Mark Allaire, Lester Connor, Sidney Green, Mike Jaminski, Will Talisman, Steve Alford, Jeff Malone, Mark Price, who was good with the Cavaliers. I think he's a Cavalier legend. Dale Curry, Chucky Brown, another Michael Jordan card. Nice. Look at that. This one is perfectly good center, and I would definitely keep this in one of my plastic slabs that I have. The ones with the screw. So, yeah, I would definitely like this card. Now, this one I would definitely... One of the two I would get sent to PSA 10. I mean, Beckett. I'm sorry. I'm going to Beckett. Beckett. I would probably send this one in. It looks like it would be a perfect 10, hopefully. PSA 10 would be worth like 130 bucks. Michael Smith, Clint Livingston, George McLeod, Andrew Lane, Joe Wolf, Mo Cheeks. Everyone calls him Mo Cheeks. Orlando Blackman. He was an all-star in the 1990 season. I don't remember him. And Jocelyn Petrovic, Eric Langer, Mookie Balick, Terry Cartridge, Larry Copeland, Ed Pigneely, Kevin Edwards, Rocky Pierce, John Williams, Kevin Gamble, Bernard Benjamin, Kurt Rambis, Mark McNamara, Trent Tucker, Reggie Miller, Hall of Fame, Randy Allen, Lindo Echoes, John Heckley, Michael Adams, Eric Floyd, Derek Harper, Ron Harper, brother, Chuck Pearson, Ben Coleman, Tony Carr, Quentin Daly, Craig Hodges, Ed Buckney, Edwards, and Ray Rollins. So far, really good cards. I love the gold on them too. Kind of remind me of Action Pact. Ricky Pierce, John Williams. All right, let me fix this up a little bit back here. Here we go. Almost finished with this set. Kevin Gamble, Harvey Grant, Roy Henson, Otis Smith, Bob Thornton, Frank Rugarowski, Anthony Jones, Terry Cummins, checklist, Spud Webb, William Bedford, Michael Adams, Eric Floyd, Derek Harper, Chuck Pearson also played with the San Antonio Spurs. He was part of that 1999 season to win this championship. Ben Coleman, Anton Carr, okay, Mark Holden, Vinny Johnson for the Bad Boy Pistons, Starlett, Current Upshaw, Mark Bryant, Mitch Richmond, John Soldwood, Danny Young, Sean Kemp rookie card. All right, there's one of his rookie. Whoops, my bad. One of his rookie cards right here. No, wait. It's not his rookie card, but with Sean Kemp is valuable. 1991 season, he was not a rookie, but he was still one of the best prospects in the NBA in that season. He was teammates with Gary Payton. Hey, I haven't found one of Gary Payton yet. Maybe he'll still be in these right here, so I want one of those. Michael Cooper, 4-time NBA champion. Clyde the Glad Drexler. Look at that. Look at that art right there. About to dunk that ball. Jim Rohn, Brad Davis, Reggie Lewis. Whoops. Almost knocked that one down. Jerome Kersey, big time dunker. Michael Ansley, James Worthy, Hall of Famer, top NBA 75 players, and he was an NBA champion. He was also teammates with Michael Jordan when they were in college at the University of North Carolina. Ended up winning a championship with him. If y'all didn't know, the team they were playing was Georgetown, And the other all-time great center, one of the best centers in that team was Patrick Ewing. Ryan McRae, Will Purdue, Curtis Scott. He's wearing an all-star jersey. Scott Brooks, Eddie Johnson, Zoe Pelezi, Herb Williams, Chris Mullin, Terry Porter, Vino Del Negro, Tom Dangs, Danny Hobson, Horace Grant, Sean Elliott. All right, his former Spur hit the big-time Memorial Day miracle shot in 1999 against the Trailblazers. That was an amazing shot. Roy Talley, Tom Chambers, another checklist. Richard Anderson, James Edwards, Jeff Sanders, Buck Johnson, Alex English, Hall of Famer. John Stockton, another Hall of Famer right there. Teammates with the Mailman Malone. All-time leader in assists and steals. Jeff Craver and Glenn Rice. Now, these are my last packs right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 packs, and there's 15 cards. I'm going to open them all and then put them on the table. So I don't have to open them one by one. So it'll take some time. Hopkins. Let me finish opening this. I'm just making a big mess. I'll clean that up later. Whew. Man, my voice is almost out, but I love doing this. I'm giving y'all good content. So please like, subscribe right here, and follow my other pages over here on Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook. I'm still debating whether or not to get a TikTok. I've heard good things, but then I also heard maybe you should not get it. I'm not going to get to the reason why I don't think I'm going to get it, but do your own research on that. Let me open these. Oh, and the next NBA video will be Series 2 of the NBA Skybox 1991. Maybe the prototype cards will be in here. I haven't found one yet. It's probably not in this year. It's probably in Series number 2. Let's hope it's in there. If not, it's probably the Series 2 will probably be the All-Star ones, like they did for the NBA Hoops for 1990. Last 2. Ooh. Now that actually NBA is almost finished too. This All-Star game, and then half the season's already done. But opening day is coming for baseball, and my team, the White Sox, are going up against the Houston Astros. And I hope they win and embarrass the Astros, but oh man. With Jose Abreu now with the Astros, I don't know if we're going to get much good hitting now. All right, last pack. Let's see what we got here. Let's divide this up in 2. All right. And last one. Michael Smith, Cliff Livingston, George McClure, Andrew Lane, Joe Wolf, Mo Cheeks, Rolando Blackman, Drazen Petrovic. I'm getting a lot of Drazen Petrovic cards right here. Mickey Blaylock, Terry Kettle, Lance Copeland, Harold Pausley, Paul Molowski, Sir Charles, Hall of Famer, Rex Chapman, Dave Hopen, Scott Hastings, Daryl Griffin, Vernon Maxwell, Dan Schrays, Reggie Tillius, Jay Humphreys, Purvis Ellison, Fred Roberts, Danny Barrios, Blair Rumson, Ricky Schmitz. Come on, man. Coach Steve Kerr. Put that over here. Urban Magic Johnson, another Hall of Fame great. John Haley, Scott Styles, Derek Smith, Huey Blab, James Johnson, Mark Eaton, Rick Mahorn, DJ Armstrong, Nate Peterson, Mike Brown, Andy Caldwell, Mark Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Hall of Famer, Greg Anderson, and really Randy Allen. Get this out of the way. There we go. Patrick Ewing, finally got a Patrick Ewing card right here. One of the greatest centers of all time. Don't know, I get a 10 on this one. It's a little bit off center, but I still want it though. For my personal collection. But I showed Michael Williams, Monte Ball. That dude was a huge guy. Look at his arms, man. He had a big length. Terrell Bailey, Anthony Bow, Jock Sigma, J.R. Reed, Billy Thompson, Danny Age, Steve Johnson, Kiki Vandalish, Moses Malone, Hall of Famer, Danny Ridwood, Brad Davis, Reggie Lewis, Martin, Jerome Kersey, big time dunker. Frank, Mike Ansley, James Worthy, Hall of Famer, Ron McRae, Will Perdue, Shores, Scott Brooks, Eddie Johnson, upside down, Craig Elo, big time Cavalier legend. I remember playing the NBA 2K23. One of the challenges was shooting over Craig Elo. So that's how I know about that. Brian Shaw, coach with the Lakers. He won a championship with them. Tom Herbert. The Chief, Robert Parrish, another Hall of Famer. Nelly, Cliff Robinson. Sam Mitchell. Oh, I have another Derek Denny Ferry card. Roy Sparrow, Dwayne Farrow, John Spire Sally, and Kevin Johnson. His teammates with Charles Barkley when Charles Barkley went to the Suns. They ended up losing to the Chicago Bulls in that first three-peat. All right, first lap. The last card, last but not least. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow my other pages. I will post them over on the sides of the video right here. Rod Higgins, Robert Reed, Bill Hengzik, Karl Malone, Jim Paxton, Witness Glaston, Mark West, Michael Thompson, Kenny Walker, Hakeem Olajuwon, that card, Anton Carr, Harvey Kent, Roy Hansen, Willie Smith, Joe Dumars, Hall of Famer, Cliff Robinson, Bowie, Nick Orson, Joe Dawkins, Ralph Sampson, number 50. He was teammates with Hakeem Olajuwon, and Dave Robinson's favorite player growing up. Jim Warden. Ooh, Larry Bird. Larry Legend right there. I would definitely be sending this one to get graded by Beckett because perfect sharp corners, and it looks like a perfectly good center right here. Craig Elo, B. Shaw, Mark McGuire, Tom Tolbert, and Theodore Rizzens. Well, thank you all for watching my video. That will include the NBA Skybox Series 1. Please subscribe, like the video, comment if you liked the video. If you didn't like it, please let me know. I will now be putting these cards into my collector's album now, and I will be editing this video. And later on, I'll be watching the All-Star Shootout and Slam Dunk Contest. And I thank you all for watching me. Please be safe out there. I love you all, guys.